It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here, and now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right. Big gain downfield. Has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically, and a lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphin side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw. Conklin brings it in. This is ahead for about 5. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he gets this forward to the 19. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Working inside the red zone. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish off their opening drive. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins and their running back about to get back to work. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. They're looking at the entire field in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send a receiver in motion right. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. Pass cut by Smythe. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They put a receiver in motion right. From the 37. This finds Smith. It's inside the 10. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins grow their early lead to 8. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins push the lead to 2 scores now. Sanders all set to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Quick slant, that's Williams. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Now looking to throw. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hall running between the tackles. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. 16-7 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pass play coming here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Back to throw now. That throw finds Conklin. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. From the 17. It's taken in by Williams. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 5 yards. Things looking good. 2nd and goal now from the 2.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets making a field goal game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Jets in the dime for this 3rd down. They'll throw it. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Jets ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. He was looking Malachi Corley's way there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Escapes the... And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets jump in front now by 5. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Miami offense headed out there now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Dolphins. In trouble. It's 3rd and real long here. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this one doesn't go far. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jake Bailey on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. No return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Throw complete to Williams. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Conklin. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 29. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He has the New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets push the lead up to 12. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And their creativity not rewarded. He's only able to get this back to the line. That brings us to the break. The Jets with a halftime lead here in East Rutherford. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They start the half with a give to Hall. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking for a throw here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Coming right is Hall. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hall once more. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They go right back to Hall. He breaks a tackle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And in, touchdown, New York. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets go up by 19. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Pass play now. Hits him on the out route. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They motion to Waddle over left. From the 47. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's gonna be 3rd and short coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Receiver in motion, headed right. Play action on first down. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's taken down at the 30. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Jets out to begin another drive. Well, Brock, their passing game has been the highlight for them offensively so far. 3 touchdowns and a whole lot of good plays beyond that.
And Ken, I think what we've seen is an offense who's reading the same book as the defense, just a few chapters ahead. Each time the defense tries to make an adjustment, well, the offense has a counter ready to go. Lesser passing games would have had some serious trouble trying to keep up with this pace.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Bass's kick is good. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Connects with Cook. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. From the 39. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Completed over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets, 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Desperation time here on 4th. Completes this one to Hill. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
To throw it on 1st down. Taken in by Smith. And this one does not go far.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 8. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. This finds Smith. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Pass is caught at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down from the red zone. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Dolphins leaving the offense out there as they try for a 2-point conversion. He's throwing for it. It's caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's a give to Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They'll go right side with Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. He'll throw it. Hall there to haul it in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
A 43-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it, with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Big gain downfield. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They go play action here. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Setting up a throw. Escapes out to the left. And he works this to the 38 before going down. So the win goes to the Jets. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.